what's up, besties? Welcome back. Oh my gosh, I have a huge thing of macaroni, and this is a whole pan of macaroni, and it was made with Velveeta cheese, gluten-free noodles because I am gluten-free, and a bunch of like butter, heavy cream. Like, this is full of things, and it looks so delicious, and I can't wait to dive in. And it's nice and warm. But I wanted to show you guys what I got for the background because it's so cute. For $38 of my adult money, I ended up getting this. And what it is, it's like a 2.5 to 3 foot peep. Let me show you guys. This is crazy. If you know me, you know I love Easter. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at this. He goes up to my waist. It's huge. This is a table here. Look at how big he is. If I put him on here, which I have to get him perfect because that's how I had him standing upright. There he is. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh my god, I love it. I think it's like the perfect background decor. I mean, what else? What else can I ask for to be in my background? Nothing else. So in addition to having this, I also have this mac and cheese. I also have some Diet Coke with some cherry in it. So it's like cherry Diet Coke. And then we're going to talk about something a little different. Something I've never tried before. So I don't know if you guys have ever been on Reddit, but your girl is a Reddit queen. You should see me. I'm always on Reddit. I've been on Reddit since, I'd say, senior year of high school. I've always, whenever I need the answer to something, whenever I want to know about something, I'm like, should I do this? Reddit. You know, if I'm a fan of something, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Reddit. Hogwarts Legacy, Reddit. Like, that's me. At the end of everything, I'm like, Reddit. And I make sure that I take a look at these 3 Reddits all the time. So I always look at, am I the a-hole? Always on that Reddit. The second one is r/offmychest, which today we're going to talk about, and r/confessions. So usually the 3 that I look at are those 3. r/ just means that it's a dedicated forum to that topic. So there can be a forum dedicated to any topic you can think of. Let me take a drink of this because my throat is so dry. Okay. Oh my gosh. There's like smoke. It's so cheesy, but it's like dense because they're gluten-free noodles. It's literally so cheesy. There's no cheese pull, but it's so cheesy. That should be my merch. Oh my god, if I ever have merch one day, we're gonna do so cheesy. That's gonna be the thing. That's so funny. I really like that. I think that's hilarious. As usual, if you guys hear any background noise, that is Tyler. He likes to play video games at night, and I like to record YouTube videos. Okay, this first r/offmychest story is crazy. So it's, my boyfriend is taking another woman on a date, okay? The title itself infuriates me. My 33-year-old male boyfriend and I have been together for a few years now. Before we got together, we were close friends for over a decade. So I know him very well, even if our relationship is relatively new. He has always had difficulty with a monogamous relationship and hasn't had one since his girlfriend in high school. Every other adult relationship he's had has been casual dating and F-buddies until we got together. We were casual/open for a year or so of long distance before we became monogamous once we were both living in the same place together. We were long distance. He was carrying on relationships with other women. This was really hurtful to me, and he hid it from me for a few months. I thought we were exclusive. After we got together monogamously, he continued to meet one of these girls regularly. He hid our relationship from her for a while and said he was faithful, but was uncomfortable telling her about us because she had feelings for him and it would hurt her. What? When he finally told her about us, she stopped hanging out with him and he tried to call her multiple times. What the heck? He often tells me that it's hard to be monogamous and has a number of female friends with feelings for him. He even hangs out with them alone on the regular. Girl. I've never prevented him from seeing those friends, even though it makes me feel uncomfortable because I want to trust him. He knows that because of some combination of our romantic history and the frequency with which he complains about monogamy, I find it hard to be comfortable with the idea of him hanging out with his girlfriend. He does things like going over to their apartment with them, watching movies alone with them, or sometimes even going to the sauna together. He openly tells me about their relationship and saying that it's in the gray area, and says that there's tension between his female friends and him when they are alone. Girl. Oh my god. Anyways, this is all context for what happened this weekend. My boyfriend also plays music publicly sometimes, and this weekend he told me on his way home to one of his shows that a woman stopped him and asked if he was a musician she had seen. He said yes, and told me he gave her his business card. I don't know if she asked or what. Apparently she texted him and asked to meet up this week. My boyfriend has been telling me about this because he got a vibe off of her. She might be into him and wanted to be open with me about it. I asked if he wanted to meet with her, and he said yes, and he would be on it in terms of making sure nothing shady happened. He said they would meet for coffee during the day. I asked him if he told her that he had a girlfriend, and he said no, because she hadn't been clear with her intentions, and maybe she wanted to make a connection, and he didn't want to shut her down. This is like juicy. Hold on. I need to like have some more. This is crazy. That was insane. Alright, I'm gonna try and move my laptop into frame. Yeah, because I want you guys to see me like while I read this. So, are you guys ready? I'm so nervous. He said that if anything upward happened, he would let me know. He would let her know that he has a partner and nothing was going to happen between them. Then asked me if I trust him. I told him that it was hard for me, and he said he didn't want a relationship where he isn't allowed to have any kind of relationship with other women. I asked him if he agreed to go out with her, and he said not yet because he's been planning to say yes and was letting me know. I appreciate that he told me ahead of time, but it makes me feel really weird and icky inside that my boyfriend goes out with other women on what is clearly a date. Even if it is really true, he is just curious and making a new friend. I don't understand the harm in letting her know that he had a partner beforehand. It would make me feel safer and would potentially save this woman some embarrassment/time. The whole situation feels off to me, and obviously I'm triggered by our history. I told him he could go and that I trust him, but I also told him it would make me feel really uncomfortable. He's going to meet her this weekend, and I'm hurt by this curiosity about meeting with some random woman is more important than the fact that he's hurting me, his long-term girlfriend. I'm just worried that we may break up because there's always some other woman he's romantically, or the other way in love with, and I don't think he's ever going to change. I feel really sad because I'm in love with this man. He makes me feel like I'm not enough. Like he's always looking over my shoulder for someone better. There's an edit. Not checking this anymore. Really disappointed at this sub. It's supposed to be preventing a safe place for community and support, and I just got a lot of people telling me that I'm stupid or a fool. There's a way to express difficult opinions without disrespecting me, and if you don't have that skill, just don't comment. Okay. This is so juicy, but the people who are putting her down for letting it happen are so mean. How can they do that? What would you do? Like, if you were on a date with someone, well, if you were dating someone for years and years, and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go out with my boyfriend or my girlfriend real quick, and it's like actually someone that they're like seeing outside of your relationship, that's crazy. I'm a monogamy girl because, like, I like to be monogamous. One partner, that's it. My boyfriend, that's it. These people who have multiple partners, bro, I can't even keep up with one partner. How are you doing this? Listen, I would tell this girl, listen, know your worth. You're not stupid for saying and you're staying in there because you want what makes you feel comfortable, and you also love him. But you got to do what's best for yourself, and you have to do what's best for you to be respected. She's not being respected. Like, at all. She's not being respected. That man has no respect for her. The people in the comments are being like, he said he's not monogamous, so you should have listened when he said that. It's your fault. It's your fault. Like, they're literally blaming her. They're saying, have some self-respect. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna move over to the next one. And this one is quite interesting. Okay, this one's crazy. Are you guys ready? Yesterday, my boyfriend said I wasn't pretty. He said she wasn't pretty. Yesterday, we were doing something, and he randomly said, so pretty. And I said, am I? And he replied, no, you're are. When we were done, I jokingly said, so I'm not pretty? And he said, nah. Just other parts of your body. We have been together for almost 5 years. We were supposed to get married this year, and I've always had body image issues, and I don't know how to process what happened. Has anyone ever been in a similar situation? A lot of the comments were telling her, like, that was all of it, by the way. A lot of the comments are telling her that she needs to kind of clarify with her boyfriend and maybe say, hey, like, did you actually mean that? Or, like, ask for a reassurance, because some people have, when you have body image issues, which I struggle with this, you want to hear from other people saying that you're pretty or beautiful and stuff like that, and she's not getting that from that moment, and it made her feel, especially since it was a vulnerable moment, degraded. So I think that she needs someone to tell her that she's pretty, and she needs to go to her boyfriend and explain that it hurt her that he was saying, no, she's not pretty. You're putting your significant other down. It's different in the way he said it, though. Like, if he's like there's this song that my boyfriend listens to by A Boogie. It's a rapper. His name's A Boogie with the hoodie. And in the beginning, he goes, what's up, ugly? That means you're beautiful, or whatever. Because he's saying, like, in New York, people will say, oh, what's up, ugly? Means you're pretty. Like, it's kind of like the thing where if a boy makes fun of you, he likes you. I don't believe in that, but that's what A Boogie says in the song. So me and my boyfriend will joke, and I'll be like, what's up, ugly? And we just do it as a joke back and forth. So I'm like, maybe that's what's happening here. It doesn't have to be maybe he didn't emotionally abuse her. Like, maybe he's not meaning to, and maybe he's just trying to be funny, and it's not coming off as funny. So I would talk to him about that, because that one's interesting. The next story is about a wedding, and the common theme of weddings has been coming up on my For You page on TikTok and everything all day. I know I mentioned in my last video that a lot of people are always like, when are you gonna get married? Because I've been with Tyler for like 9 years. And I'm always like, we're waiting. Like, we're waiting. So the theme of marriage is just everywhere online right now. Actually, I think it's because post-COVID, everyone just wants to get married right now, because it's post-COVID. You know, we're not really dealing with as much effects of COVID. That's what I think. I'm just projecting why I would get married. Like, you have the ability to have your family at your weddings right now. This one is interesting. It says, my 28-year-old female sister said our dad isn't invited to her wedding, and my dad still told me to attend. Our dad was blinded last year in an accident, and my sister's saying that she doesn't want him at our wedding because having him finding his way around tapping with his cane wouldn't look good. She wants everything to be perfect. This was the wrong one to put on my page, on my, to favorite. I didn't read the whole thing. I just read half of it. Like, literally, I read the title and I just clicked it. My dad is blind. Isn't that crazy? I would never. I want my dad to be at everything. How can you say that about your own father? I decided I'll skip the wedding and stay with him to cheer him up. But then he told me to go and be there for my sister. He also told me he understands the way she feels and will still be helping with some of the expenses. I could tell he was really sad about it, though. He's trying to put on an act of being cheery for the benefit, but I could tell whenever he fakes being happy, his voice cracks slightly, he's not facing me, or he's facing the TV when it's turned on, even though he usually ignores the TV. How do I cheer him up? He told me to attend, but I don't want to leave him alone, and I'm super upset with her. Only reason I haven't told her off is because he told me to be nice to my sister. Update. I went to my sister and told her to her face that I would not be attending the wedding because of her despicable decision. I also showed her some photo albums that I found showing her with her dad back when we were a kid. I let her look at the old photos and think of how wonderful he was and have always been to us, and asked her if she won't look back on this with regret many years from now. Something from her to think about after I left. Okay, there was the second update on this, and it's very weird to read, so I'm gonna try and read this and make sense of it. It says, talk to the fiance, and he said my sister lied to him. He told me my sister said that it was our dad's idea, and that our dad doesn't want to go to the wedding out of fear he would inconvenience others. He would be confronting my sister over this. As for me and my dad, I made a reservation at the beachside restaurant. They supposedly have really good seafood, and my dad loves seafood. The fresh air will also be good for him. Oh my goodness. What kind of sister is this? The sister doesn't want the dad at the wedding because the dad is blind and it looks bad for her. People who have something that's a little bit different about themselves makes her look bad. Lord, help me with people. I actually want to have a really intimate wedding with just my family and Tyler's family, but that's insane. Can you really think about it? I also want to go to Ireland for my honeymoon because I love Ireland. So there's that fun fact. But people are saying that they need to like boycott the sister and stop talking to the sister because the way she's treating is really bad. Like, they need to disown a family member is what people are saying. This is terrible. I feel like the person who is blind should get seated first at a wedding too. Like, if I have a wedding or if I have any event, like even at graduation, we made sure that my dad had seating before we arrived so that he can go up and feel comfortable and sit down. And you know, they kind of put him in a closer section. No, I don't know if it was my graduation or my award ceremony, one of them. So I have this one that I thought was hilarious. And, you know, this is for like confessions and things that people need to vent about. So it's supposed to be supportive and whatever. But this one was so funny. Like, I would not stop laughing last night. When I read this, I was like, what the heck? Why would you post this? But I love it. Like, it's probably one of the best posts I've seen on Reddit. It says, it's titled, The Best Dream I've Had in a While. Last night, I had a dream. I was sitting in my bed with a corgi, an orange cat, a drum roll, a cat, and a capybara. Okay. In the dream, I was having the time of my life, cuddling with my pets, which is funny because I don't have any pets in real life. I know it's such a childish dream, but I just wanted to tell someone about it. I wish you guys have the same dream as well. Good luck. This is so wholesome. They're all like, you know, I'm having this dream. You know, I had a nightmare 2 days ago. I don't know if anyone's played Hogwarts Legacies, but Hogwarts Legacies is the new game from Harry Potter. It's like a Harry Potter based. So Hogwarts is the castle in Harry Potter. And you kind of get, like, walk around and you get to do spells and magic and whatever. There's spiders. Huge spiders in the game. Huge. So I'm sitting there trying to play. Spiders are everywhere in the game. Not in real life. But I was sleeping the other day, and every time I closed my eyes, I wouldn't stop seeing these red, evil spiders in my head. And I literally told Tyler, I'm like, you need to protect me from my nightmares. Because I keep having nightmares of things from Hogwarts Legacy. Because I won't stop playing it. Don't ask me. The next one I wanted to end off on is pretty wholesome. So we want to go over something wholesome and fun to end it off. A wholesome off my chest because I'm in love and I want the world to know. Ah, that's so cute. I met this guy in high school in 9th grade. Let's call him Jim. Okay, Jim. I had a massive crush on him, and we were in totally different friend groups. Girl, me too. Me and my boyfriend were in 2 different friend groups, and we met in 9th grade. This is so weird. So we never got to talk about anything. Plus, he had a crush on some other girl, so it was pointless. Girl, me too. Girl, me too. For 5 years afterwards, I periodically had dreams of him where we were cuddling, kissing, laughing, etc. They always made me feel so good when I woke up. I didn't understand why I was having those dreams. After all, we never hung out, we never spoke. It never made any sense. They never spoke. Fast forward to December 2022, randomly out of the blue, Jim followed me and started looking at my Instagram stories. Ooh, spicy. We began talking and discovered that we had both been having the same dreams about each other for years, and he was too scared to talk to me. He was so worried I would reject him or something. We have now been official for 2 months, and I've never been more deeply in love with someone in my life. I had multiple relationships before him, and nothing compared to the feeling that he gives me. It sounds crazy to say, after just 2 months. I know, but I have this intuitive feeling that this is my person, my last stop. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this man who I seem to have some sort of unexplainable telepathic bond with. That is so sweet. What? That is the sweetest. I've never been treated so well by anyone before or understood so deeply. He is everything I want and need that I didn't know I was looking for. And even after multiple dates and becoming comfortable with each other, I look at him and say, wow, this is a beautiful person, inside and out. That is so beautiful. To those who haven't found their person yet, trust me, you will. It can take months, years, decades. For so long, I have been through so many relationships that I could give up, thinking my person didn't exist. But that was false. You will find your person, and when you do, it'll feel like coming home. It could even be someone you think is unattainable, someone you never thought you'd have a chance with. You never know. Open your heart, trust the universe, and your time will come. Heart emoji. That was beautiful. I've never heard something so nice in my life. That's literally me and my boyfriend. That is so cute. We call each other life partners. I'm always like, you're my life partner, because he's my life partner. That was so beautiful. I'm so happy I ended off on a good one. But I want to say thank you guys for watching. I'm trying to get my content a little bit better, trying to step it up with my presentation. So let me know what you guys think I should eat next. If you think I should present it better, how can I work on this? Because I'm not a mukbanger. Like, I'm not used to it. I want to get better. I want to work on my presentation and what I'm eating, because I can't just eat macaroni and cheese every day. I feel like that's just not me. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you. And thank you guys so much for, I think it's like 250 besties. Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye.